This is what Bunker Hill once was. Its emblematic site and transportation use led its natural ground to be excavated in the 1800s as the first step to its historical progress. Victorian homes in the presence of a raised ground has led its image to be the Bunker Hill, a location in which many film noirs were produced in the strips of back alleys, where the city had had the tendency to interiorize the perception of space, becoming the backdrop of popularized crime and suspense stories. The iconic Angel's Fight funicular, the corruption of the topography through building tunnels, Victorian homes in the back alleys defined the identity of Bunker Hill in the 1940s. Unfortunately, from its own success, the bureaucratic committee took in charge to level the ground. It disintegrated and depopulated old businesses, offices, and financial institutions. This urban renewal of Bunker Hill has made its historical landmark vanishing into a place where the physical connection with the past has totally disappeared to the exception of Angel's Flight, which was rebuilt and relocated. It destabilized its image, resulting in a globalized form that has lost its legibility to local inhabitants and visitors alike. Our project investigates the ground as a source of identity by reintroducing the erased landscape of Bunker Hill in the early and mid 20th century. The 1940s infrastructure within the strips of exaggerated back alleys, which were then placed into the new topography, allowing an increase of density, providing new types of programs and fewer augmenting existing ones, which allowed us to produce a mixed-use cultural zone, a residential neighborhood, green spaces where its top surface works as a park system that runs through its districts made, a promenade, an extension of Angel's Flight by connecting itself to each district as new petaways, and a residential and cultural sector. By re-revealing what it once was, what it is today, and what it will become, the future of Bunker Hill is being introduced as re-revealing the old ground and its memory through the emblematic symbol of the alleys to be dissolved and reconstituted within the new in order to recreate an active and devoted landscape. We are not imitating but rather intertwining the old within the new, creating a skin that nurtures a dynamic movement of different forms, identifiable and adaptive to its ground. We are re-establishing the state of Bunker Hill, one of which has never existed before, a better past by integrating its neglected infrastructure and aesthetics. We are de-imaging its image by bringing it as an active center, but also imaging it by reintroducing the representation of locality. We are proposing an avant-garde preservation of Bunker Hill through architectural strategies that reveal the local's multivalent relationship with the hill itself as an object, allowing its image to become a powerful signifier of progressive change.